sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday night.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Marvin Mims now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience, and Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. Down to the 10. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He finds McConkey.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 47. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now, hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Herbert to throw once more. Caught near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Edwards. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's on the move, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers start off well to tie things 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos break the tie here in the 1st. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Herbert now to throw on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Brown's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They go with Williams on the counter. He's out near midfield and still going. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first down, Nix. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And with a nice gain, he runs them down inside of field goal range. They get back 8 and now have a second and much more manageable 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second down now, 7 to go. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Nix with it on first. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
From the red zone now. He's got it! And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Williams will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Play action with Nix. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Nix from the gun. Escapes the puck. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now lead by 10. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert with a blitz coming. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he's got 4 on the run, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Herbert now, blitz coming. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Nix out of the pistol. That's complete to Vele. And this one doesn't go far. Third down, 1 yard to go. Nix looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Out comes the Charger offense late in this 1st half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. DJ Chark there for the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 42. Johnston brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. It's Herbert once more. Ball finds his running back, Gus Edwards. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll try the right side with Edwards. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Sticking with Edwards here. Juke the defender. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now Herbert to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Herbert now. Connects with his back, Kimani Vidal. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Herbert to throw once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
For a second, it looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no, coaches say stay out there. We're going for 2. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. If defense does the job, you may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Always set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Chargers in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out in coverage. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They'll throw again, Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play action with Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Brought in by Vele. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Give to Williams from the gun. And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by Deion Henley. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Nix from the gun. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Denver! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game.
Chargers 18.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to throw, here's Herbert. Cut out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Trying it left side with Edwards. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. This one's caught. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
And on 3rd down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. Here's Nix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert. Able to hit Palmer. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Herbert from the gun. Finds McConkey. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, ball at the 36. A give to Edwards. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 33 on 2nd down. It's his running back. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers take a 4th-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Nix out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix finds Mims. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.